Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guy...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 60 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 40 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, let's go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead He definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
24-yard gain on the play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
This is score Eagles 21, Ravens.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This is Smith with a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Swift is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to die, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Go, 63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. But how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. That is caught, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They'll run the toss to Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for the... Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
But 1st down, Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles just continue to roll. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 63 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And quickly they get to the line.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 19 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Dobbins going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Score, Eagles 35, Ravens 35. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Scott on the return.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devontae Smith,
87 yards.
And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
On one, ready? You.
Now Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
40 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker, as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
It's now 4th down.
Hurts.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Jackson.
And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This time Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Report!
Now Lamar changing the look.
On second down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
Ravens 64.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this... And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the out...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so that you're safe now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.